Okay, this is my tutorial on converting your Rustler into a slash. Alright, let's get started. Alright, here's the parts needed to use your conversion. First, you will need the bumper, the front and the rear bumper. Then you will need the rear shock tower with 2 screws or 4, but you really only need 2. Then you're going to need the chassis, which is over here, with the battery kit, I guess, if it doesn't come with it. Then you'll need the Nerf bars. It's 2 of them. Then for the chassis, you will need the support beams for the chassis. And you need the battery strap for the battery. That's all the parts list. And you will need Allen keys. Alright, let's get it started. Alright, first thing you want to do is remove these 6 screws and these 3 screws. All the screws on the bottom of the chassis and the 2 front bumper screws. Okay, now that you got all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 screws removed. Next, we're going to flip the chassis over. Mine is a little broke right now. We got to fix the chassis. That's why I'm doing this. I'm going to flip the chassis over. I'm going to move those 1, 2, 3, 4 screws to release the top deck. Alright, now basically your car should just fall apart. Alright, so next you want to take off these like 1, 2, 3, 4 screws to release, sorry about that, this servo. Sorry about that, do not do that. I'm sorry. Just undo the servo, those 4 screws. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, next you're going to undo 1, 2, 3, and 4 screws. These screws have nuts on the other side of them. So what you want to do is get this tool right here. This tool right here. To make the process a little bit easier, just to unscrew the nut with the smaller end of the driver. With this end of the driver, just unscrew with this. And it'd be a lot easier, because then the pivot ball would just pop right off. And now just transport. Now just take off these other 2 screws right here. Okay, next you're going to do number 1 screw, smaller one. Number 2, smaller screw. Now we'll take out the whole box. Next, take out your ESC. If you got the Valenia, unscrew from right there. Right here. But then just peel it off. Okay, now everything is removed from the chassis. Now we're about to start reinstalling stuff to the new chassis, I guess. First, we want to start off with the ESC by screwing it down right here and here. It might not fit, but I'm just seeing if it does not, just put it right here on the opposite side, right next to the servo holder thingy majiggy thingamajiggy thing. Alright. Okay, I'm sorry. First, you want to start off by taking off the servo horn and putting the servo in exactly like this. Whatever servo it is, it really doesn't matter, because most of them you want the wire facing this way, because the spindle or whatever they call it is poking out, and you want it the furthest towards the back of the chassis. Alright, now screw that down with the 4 screws that you used to screw it down before. But from the top of the chassis with these screws right here. Screw it from the top of the chassis. Alright. Alright, now you got the chassis flipped back over. You want to first put the